trap. No, just joking. I'm gonna hit the button right now.
Okay.
Hey everybody, it's Angel Valenciano, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. We got here Rob, and we have Joel down in where you guys at? New Jersey again, I think.
Yeah.
Originally from New York, but
Yeah.
they're just in New Jersey studying and everything. But we're gonna do. This is an extension of I don't know, the Busted and Open and Authentic webinar series that I'm doing, and also like the Training Without Borders webinar series, the weekly webinars that we're doing. This is just kind of an all-in-one. I don't even know what we're calling it right now, but guess what? This is the Super Mastermind Sessions. At least that's what it's called, I guess, right now. You get a sneak peek into what what we do on a daily basis, or at least a weekly and kind of a daily basis, I would say, where we mastermind and make our plans straight, our daily plans, our weekly plans, monthly, and of course our yearly plans, to see how we deploy our message and our products and our systems and programs to the world. So yeah, go ahead, Rob. Let's just hit it. We're live on the fly. We have no script whatsoever, and really we're just masterminding. I met Rob and Joel just over the last couple of days. We resonate on the same wavelength as far as spirituality, business, and entrepreneurship is going. Innovation and technological and whatever artistic as well, musical, artistic, and everything like that. So that's kind of just an overview of what we, where our mindset is at. Rob is now presenting me a couple of his ideas, or Rob and Joel there, some of the products, whatever the ideas that they have going. I already did a minimal presentation to them of what I have, but again, you just hook up with me and see my older videos, and you can see what that's all about. But anyways, Rob, let's yeah. So you got a couple of programs, products that you have on the table, not completely launched just yet. You say, right?
Right. Right. So, and guys, that's kind of why masterminding is it's the evolution or the revolution of the masterminding team, and finding people that can be integral to each project, right? So, us, being able to find someone like Angel to kind of put, the system into the offer and the value, in terms of what we're struggling with, is giving lots of value, and now having the paradigm shift of if you don't give an offer, right? If you're giving all this value, people are expecting the offer. Give it to them. Because if you're not giving to them, then you are actually causing them a disservice, because you're building this want for improvement. You're building this want for transformation, but then it just diminishes into no result. And then what are you doing then? You're just priming them up for your competition, right? So that's kind of what we're here for with Angel. And in terms of you entrepreneurs watching this video, and wanting to get value and learning how to build your own sales funnel and kind of putting it all together to really start having 5, 6-figure days, 7-figure months, and the way that's going to happen is not only having an irresistible offer, but more so putting in the systems that are going to work when you're not working, right? When you're sleeping, the systems that are going to be out there on the webs that are going to be driving and pulling in traffic and converting these leads for you, right? And it might take some time in the beginning, but I like the analogy that Angel said, right? Tree grows and it bears fruit. The fruit falls and eventually more trees grow, right? More fruit falls and now eventually you have an entire forest, right? So you have to, trust the process, and in the process, acknowledge that you need to settle in, relax, and understand that if you're doing the things correctly, the result is the result is guaranteed to happen.
I know it's tough with that word, eh? The word guaranteed word. It's a little tough because we've been brainwashed to like, there's nothing guaranteed, and there really isn't anything guaranteed per se. Only
And
like
I think what I mean
dying.
by guaranteed,
But yeah, I
it
know what you mean by that process. It naturally flows if you if you plant the right seeds and water at the right time, follow the seasons and everything like that. It's what you're saying there. It is guaranteed. I'll
you will
confidently
have
say
growth.
it is guaranteed.
And when I say guaranteed is what I'm saying is, should you trust the process, there's guaranteed growth towards the result. Maybe there will be some failures along the way. However, you don't learn in times of everything's going right. You grow from when you fail because you learn from your mistakes and move forward, and that's how you grow, right? So when I say guaranteed is building, and automizing, systemizing yourself and having, becoming the full package, right? Being able to put a system of yourself on the internet makes you a business entity, a money-sucking funnel, a something that is producing value on the internet, right? And it's understanding that your words do have value and you can charge a price for them, right? So for all you watching, you're going to get, and I've never seen this before, an actual organic view of a funnel creation in the process for free. Maybe this is for free. I don't know if you guys are catching this on the free. I don't know if you
It
guys
is
are
for
catching this.
now. If it's
It,
April 10th, it is.
but, a real organic view of what a mastermind is like and how to create a systemized funnel for you, the psychology of it, the actual infrastructure of it, how to give more value than you're taking in payment. We have the perfect combination, you guys, Angel over here, Joel, and myself, of teaching you how to build the infrastructure of not only your business, teaching you how to build the infrastructure of your life, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and to live just an all-around healthy lifestyle. You know what I mean? So, and
Physically
by
too.
being able to have all these different traits, you're able to then repurpose this information in a sales funnel again, and and create byproducts from your byproducts, and create this forest like we're talking about. So, what we're driving in the sales funnel, to kind of wrap it up in terms of what I'm all about, is Joel and I are with the Leave Normal Behind movement. A movement that is really a movement that inspires others to become the best versions of themselves and encourages them to encourage others things that inspire them, right? Because it's like when you let your light shine, you unconsciously let others and give them the ability to allow their light to shine as well, right? And in this new economy, in this connection economy, it's about the self-awareness movement and allowing the spark to flick on in your head to become a creative unit that is going to follow your passion and be pulled by your purpose, right? So, and following your passion and being pulled by your purpose is great, and I don't want to sound materialistic, but money's also great too. And how do you have a balanced lifestyle? A balanced lifestyle, that's the key word. Balanced is money and passion in unison in a positive, healthy way, right? So learning these things is integral is in your growth as an entrepreneur, as a successful entrepreneur. So I'm happy you guys are on. I am happy you guys are watching this. I congratulate you for taking this opportunity, to want to learn more. I congratulate you for wanting to take your life in your own hands and leave normal behind. Exactly what we're all about, and leave normal behind. So, Jerome.
Yeah, Rob pretty much hit it right on the spot, man. I don't know if I can say anything better than that, but just to introduce myself, I'm Joel. Me and Rob go to Amherst College right now, and we're just working on 2 projects, like Rob was talking about, Leave Normal Behind and Role Model Club. But I feel my personal passion is really in Leave Normal Behind. Just as a college student, I realized, there's student loan debt is skyrocketing, and people are going to college, and they're realizing, well, I'm spending all this time here, but I'm not actually using the resources and networking, and they graduate and they're like, oh wow, I wish I would have done that in college. Well, what I'm realizing is that why can't we do it in college? We're all right here. We have self-awareness at our fingertips, but only 10% of people read personal development books in the world. And it's just amazing to me, striking, that we have so much access to knowledge in today's age, and we're not actually taking advantage of it. And Rob talking about the connection economy, it's a great point, because what we're realizing now is that self-awareness is actually growing at an exponential rate, because people are realizing you can connect with people across the country, across the globe. I mean, think about Angel. it's a totally different spot than us right
You guys are
now.
in a different country.
Yeah, and we just connected, and now
But we're close. Never mind the ones that we know like worldwide, right? Like you just like what 3 hours? Well, depending on which way you go, 6 hours away tops. Like
yeah. I mean, but like Angel said, like there's people in Thailand, Costa Rica, Australia, all over the globe. So, I mean, it's just great, crazy, and awesome at the same time that we're able to manifest something like this. And yeah, I mean, like Rob said, definitely like to congratulate you for being here and being a part of this thing, because I don't think I've ever seen this type of mastermind happen ever anywhere before. So I think we're fortunate to be a part of this process, definitely, and we are fortunate, and we feel fortunate for sharing it with you. So we hope you feel fortunate for watching it.
cool, yeah. No, it's crazy. It's so crazy and like it's so funny and on the fly as we work, but it's beautiful because the thing is the innovators or the people that actually do make a difference in this world, like everybody makes a difference in this world. I'm not gonna lie, even from the poorest person, the bum on the street, nothing, all the way up to like the Donald Trumps and like the richest people, what everyone in on the whole world is important. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. But what I gotta say right now is the stuff that we're doing and like the innovators that spark an idea, and especially if it's an idea here and an idea here from like say two different parties, and it's put together, and it's something that essentially you haven't really seen before, something magical happens. Let's just cut to the chase. Facebook is the biggest website in the whole goddamn universe. And it started in whatever, a dorm room, and it was uh, just to connect people in different faculties and friends within one university, really. Google was just a single search engine. Hotmail was just like an email service that was on the online. Hotmail was unheard of because it was like AOL. Everybody had this AOL thing, okay? Like, me at AOL.com. That's my email. But then Yahoo and Hotmail became like just a thing. Uh, we take it all for granted now just because it seems, and it's been that way for, I don't know, even the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, like a span of time here now that internet and emailing and search engines and things like that are run of the mill. But they all started with one single idea a long time ago like we said yesterday, like on a napkin in the bar, or as an idea of like, you guys are just in like say in a study room at university saying, hey man, this stuff is wicked, like da 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 da. I just gotta say, like the innovators such as this, and I'm not saying that we are like the be all and end all innovators. I'm just saying like there's a heck of a lot of this stuff going on now, worldwide, like everywhere. You know what I mean? But a lot of it goes, like you said there, Rob, like everything just kind of goes to the wayside if you don't have that system put into place, and you don't have that, because we all live in commerce, like you don't have that product and you don't have that offer to give someone, then everything just kind of would crumble from there, because it's like, hey, all that great idea just ended up on the napkin and like tossed in the garbage or whatever. But it's okay because everything recycles and everything goes around anyways. It's just the action takers such as us ourselves here, not saying we're better than anyone else, I'm just saying taking action in a very proactive, positive way, like what we're doing here, and we're sharing this process to everyone out there. It's special. I don't know. I've never seen this before. I've been in and essentially we work in many different industries here. Like you guys are a lot into like the social media, the entertainment, let's say it, the lifestyle, because you guys are fresh in like college, like a college lifestyle, this that, and not on the either. There's a big spectrum there too, like, but I'm sure you guys like party in a positive manner where it's like you're having fun with your friends. You can go a little bit overboard here and there, but as long as everyone's doing it in a safe kind of conscious environment, then it's great. I love partying still. I've done the my career here on online and offline, and what you guys have seen right now, I've never seen anything like this. Like, not the stuff that you guys are talking about, like the projects you're talking about, the projects I'm talking about, and then this collective thing that we're just like creating on the spot right now, where we're just sharing the supreme mastermind session, like right off the bat. There has been like obviously shared mastermind sessions, but something that's, I don't know, there's something unique and special about this. So I'm actually super excited to share all this.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. I don't know.
Angel,
I don't
I
know.
like what you said about the innovators too,
Yeah, yeah.
because not only Rob is talking about, leave no one behind, inspiring others to become the best version of themselves, and letting your light shine, so that and to allow others to let their light shine as well. But a lot of what Leave No One Behind is also is connecting those innovators with implementers, and this is the process that's going on right now. Because
Yeah.
what's really going on, me and Rob have done all these things as innovation wise, but you are the last step in terms of implementing, the whole thing. So this is really valuable. In my eyes, I mean, really invaluable, because I can't even explain, the exponential growth that is going to come out of this, and the amazing lifestyles, and the positive vibes. So
Cool.
And,
Yeah.
and, and
Vibes.
for you
That's what
guys,
all the guys vibes.
and for you guys watching, the teaching point here is like he said, in team building, is connecting the innovators, the why types, with the implementers, the how types, right? Because when it comes down to growth, exponential growth, exponential quality growth at a fast pace comes down to team building, right? And it's not what you know, it's who you know. I'm going to rephrase that a little bit. It's not what you know, it's who you know and what they know. You want to be knowing people that are knowing things that you want to know, that adds value to your life, that is pushing you forward, right? So in terms of team building, that's what you need to keep in mind is innovators plus implementers equals good team, right? Because the how types are giving the why types that what do they know that they're lacking. And the why types are giving this grandeur, vision, intangible visualization that the how types are hard to see because they're so technical. And that natural combination of the two is how you have positive teams, how you have exponential positive growth at a fast quality pace, right? So, and you guys are watching it on the fly, like we said, guys, this is not like a planned out thing. This is a very organic process, and I'm happy that you guys are getting on this webinar right now.
I'm happy I'm on this webinar right now. God, I'm like, honestly, because it's like being a fan of music and then a musician at the same time. Now, I've been a musician for for like 90% of my life, honestly. In all honesty, we've all been musicians because we have a heartbeat, and that's the natural that's the natural drum machine of all life. Anyways, but it's what you're saying right there. It's kind of like being a fan of music growing up, but then learning music, then you become a musician, and then it's like, am I a musician only now, or am I still a fan of music? I'm always a fan of music. I'm always a fan of information, knowledge, creation, meeting new people to create new things. Just even if I don't even create, like, say I don't even create some of the projects that you guys are doing, the fact that I just learned about them, I'm like, my God, that's some smart stuff those guys are doing. You know what I mean? And then we just pick a few that we want to deploy in the short amount of time right now, and then we'll work on the other ones later or whatever. Or you'll learn enough to start deploying your own at your own pace, because I'll have my projects here, there, whatever. Then we collaborate when need be. And and then you'll work on projects that when need be. I have like a million ones that are just so personal that they're just ready. Like, I can't wait to hit buttons on these, and they're going to be like these little rocket ships. I don't know. But yeah, so right now, being a fan of music and then a musician myself is what I naturally do in my life. And now moving that kind of mindset into this marketing space and this business building and collaborative space, it's the same thing. Like, I'm a fan of, I honestly, like, before we hopped on this the broadcast part of this call, we just talked for like 2-3 minutes there, and it was already blowing my mind on what you guys were talking about. And then I was like, guys, we got to record this again because it's like it can't go to the wayside, because we can talk about it right now and formulate. But hey, all what we're talking about is an amazing, you know, being a fan of it. I'm like, wow, that's I wanna learn that. And then as being a marketer and an innovator and a business person myself, I was like, hey, this stuff is, you know, very useful for everyone. So yeah, I just want to, like, that's a good intro for everyone. Like, look, we're just kind of making it up as we go. I don't even know how long this will go, or if it gets a little bit too insider and we might have to hit the pause button. But whatever. Like, it started off as like, really, these guys, we know what we more or less know what we're all about now. They know that I'm more on the systematic. I'm very broad also, but I'm more on the systematic. I can put together systems. I can put together funnels. There's different price points for funnels that I just told these guys earlier that you can easily just hop into, and depending on the price point and the leverage that we use, and like the network and the traffic sources that we use, you could have a turnover rate really quickly, and or, you know, blood, sweat, and tears style. If you have zero in your pocket, and or very minimal, 10, 20, 25, up to 50 even, if you have a minimal amount of invest that you can put into money-wise into your business and to your products that you want to create, then we're there to help you on that also. Because I say I'm punk rock, guys. In music and in business, like, I had to do things with my bare freaking hands, by hook or by crook, or by people paying it forward for me, by people spotting me a few bucks here and there, whatever. I put it together, and now I have this mini empire, of which we're collectively going to be growing our legacies and our bigger empires. Not only ours, but everybody who's watching too. Like, you're all welcome to join on this. So that's kind of my side. And now, like, Rob and Joel here, they were just before we hit the record button, or the live to broadcast button. They were telling me about their systems here. So they have a couple. You have a couple of, and really it's because like what you guys were talking about. You have the why. You even have the skeletons of these systems. You needed a computer science geek and someone who's kind of been in the industry and can foresee where to use these. The benefit, the best. Yeah. So that's where we kind of stand right now. Here, I don't even know, 10, 15 minutes into this piece of it. So I'm just saying, yeah, where are you guys at, and what do you want to do? You were briefly telling me of these systems, so you can just briefly,
I think it's
just a recap for the folks, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah. I was about to talk about the fan pages and stuff, but anyways, just let's hit it off here.
So we're right at the spot of the system creation, you know, so it really is just, you know, how do we create these systems? You know what I mean? That all these projects are where it's like, Rob, you need to put this into this space. I'm like, all right, I have this value goes here, this tagline. You need this body of text. All right, here's this. Like, you're like, post a status. All right, here's this. Look at my notes. If you're like, Rob, give me 3 pages of notes, I'll put into a PDF. Like, I just need help to go through the process 1 or 2 times. Like, because we're very, very smart people, you know what I mean? Like, you walk us through it, like, right?
Yeah, no.
Walk us through it one time of just, like, baby us through it, essentially, you know, realistically, to do it the right way, you know, in terms of what you're learning, you know, dude, like we said, $250, whatever that can get us, and more in our friendship, right? So, like,
shots at the bar. Shots at the bar, man.
Dude, and that's the whole point, dude. That's the whole point with, and it's just like, more so the process of how the language you're speaking when you're posting these webinars, you know, how you make the webinar, what are you using, you know, what are you editing, what should the webinar be? Dude, I can make a webinar on how to make an internet blog. You know, I have a whole course here that I even paid, you know, $1,000-something for back in the day, you know, that I can repurpose and turn into a byproduct. You know, I have my own notes that I know are worth thousands of dollars. I've read over hundreds of personal development books, and, you know, these notes are my key takeaways of from an entry-level entrepreneur to a 100 millionaire. You know, these are the things that you're reading, right? If you take a 100 millionaire book, you know, he's writing about the same stuff that's in this notebook. I guarantee you, maybe a little bit more, but there's trust me, this stuff is, when I look back at my 100 million, I'm gonna tell you this is where I came from, right? So we have all the material. You know, if you were like Rob, it's just like I need to be not challenged, I need to be directed and guided into this creation space, right? That's what I need, and I think Joel needs that too, right? Where it's like I wrote down that the system, it goes targeted traffic, opt-in where you get the email, and that's where you get a free offer, webinar, ebook, the thank you page, link to the free offer, webinar with irresistible offer. I guess right now we're defining what our irresistible offer is. Does our irresistible offer right now be a grassroots gather our following in mass quantities, or is it going to be a high-ticket irresistible offer, right? Then it's webinar with replay with your irresistible offer again, and that's your DEX, that's your dynamic email conversion system, right? That's when you're talking back to somebody saying, hey, I know you didn't get a chance to watch the offer. Maybe you want to check it out. A nice passive way. That's how you get the people that you missed out the first time, right? Then it's finding your hungry buyers, your niche buyers, you know, what they're thinking, what are they eating, what are they dressing, where do they like to hang out, what do they do, you know, what problem are they thinking about in their subconscious all day long that you can add value for, you know, right? You want to give them a solution, guys. So, you know, the most important value tidbit that I can probably give you, right, and the only reason you guys, quite frankly, are even on this webinar is people will walk on glass. People will spend $50,000. People will work 3 jobs. People will not sleep all night if they believe that you can offer transformational value, right? That is the golden nugget of your life, right? If you are walking around as a selling being, guys, we're selling all the time. By communicating, you're selling what movie you want to go to, where you want to eat, what time you want to go work out, when you want to leave the house. We're selling beings. That's how we communicate, right? The golden nugget of your life is that if you become an instrument of transformational value, your therefore entire reality, manifests abundance. Why? Because everybody you come in contact with monetarily or with no money, just the relationship will be abounds. It will grow. Why? Because you offer transformational value, and that is attractive. That's what people value. People want to give money to that, right? People want to be around people where they're like, wow, I'm here and I really want to be here. And I firmly believe that this person, this guy, this woman, this product, this video, this ebook, this webinar can take me there, right? And that's all people want to do. As a human species, we want experience, we want growth, right? When we're stagnant, there's subconscious feelings of discontent, right? When we're not doing the things that are driving us in our passions and purpose, it's called toxic drip, right? Toxic drip, just a little annoyances building up, building up, building up. Like, oh, I'll put it away tomorrow. Oh, I'll do this, and it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt because it's just little toxic drips. What happens? Eventually, over time, all this repressed toxicity actually becomes poisonous, right? Because now it's filled you entirely, right? You don't want to go out, you know, you're not talking to your friends, you know, you're complaining, you're criticizing, you're condemning, right? You're not smiling, right? All of these things are evidence of toxic drip, right? And it's acknowledging these things, you know, and people will offer their time and oftentimes their money if you can showcase that you are offering transformational value in the area that you are speaking on, right? So that's where we're at right now. It's Angel walking us through the process of here's what we have in kind of this is step 1 to do a funnel. In this step, you need this. I'm gonna look here. I'm gonna say, hey, we have it. All right, this goes here. Kind of, you know, this mastermind could be like almost planning out your social media funding campaign or planning out your social media campaign, marketing campaign. That's what it is. Planning out your social media marketing campaign. In this,
someone write that one down.
Yeah.
You got that, Joel?
Right?
Yeah.
Because what you're learning here really is, this will be a one-size-fits-all process of things, because the value that we're going to get here is in this step. When you have this is when you insert this. When you're at this opt-in page, this is when you insert this. When you're at your blogging, or at, blogging, I think sometimes it's time consuming, and what I've been learning, I want to make a blog, but what I've learned is that it's called like a 20-second activation time, right? That for good habits or bad habits, that if you can increase or decrease something by 20 seconds, can drastically change the effect it has on you doing it. So, for example, if you get on all your clothes and you want to go work out, they say, it's been proven that if you put on your gym shoes, you are more likely to go to the gym, because you're like, oh, I have my shoes on, it's easier to go work out. It is not easier to go work out than to take your shoes off and undress. However, to the conscious mind, it feels like, well, it actually is harder for me to take my shoes off, take my clothes off, and then carry the emotional baggage of not going to work out, right? So that 20-second activation area of, starting your following, that's why I feel like people don't blog, is because the 20-second activation, which really more comes out to a couple hours of learning what you're going to put on your blog, any types of coding, how you're going to lay it out, that prevents people from going through this process, right? So building a following for me in this new connection economy really comes down to, how are you writing your statuses? Because I realize, me getting to my phone, there's no activation time in my mind, and that's why it's easy for me to write a status of value, right? And that's how you build your organic following, I believe, in order to drive people to a blog later on, right? It's like your market is like a pot, right, filled with water, on neutral, right? And what you're doing with these statuses, with these videos, is you're just turning up the fire a little bit and letting it warm up, right? Maybe not getting into boil, because when you're getting to boil, that's when you put the system, right? This is the epitome. That's what we've been doing. We've had this simmering from quite some time now, about 9 months now, simmering, right? And that's what we're going to teach you how to do. When you get your when you figure it out what it is for you, right? Which we're going to help you do, organically. Simmering, statuses here, create curiosity. These are all things in a bunch of other webinars that I hope you guys jump on, because we have it for you right here. It's all here, and here we have it, and a lot more. There's a lot more. So much. How to write statuses, what personal development books to read, how to meditate properly, how to build healthy habits, how to live a healthy lifestyle, how to have healthy, loving relationships. All things, all things. Anything lifestyle, we can help you out with it, right? And then the beautiful thing about the internet is. The beautiful thing about the internet is just like, that's where where you have commerce, e-commerce. That's when you're able to do it. You're able to put it all together and become a business unit. Guys, this economy is the rise of the entrepreneur, right? Because school has not taught you what to think about, it's taught you how to think, right? Then you're put into this world where now you have debt, now you have all this stress, and you are not prepared to deal with that, because jobs are being lost to machines, because technology is becoming so great. So what's going to happen? The job creators are going to be the ones that benefit, right? This time is the time where it'll be forced on the entrepreneur to be a creative unit that can create something from an intangible thought. And I hope I didn't lose anybody with that concept, because all I'm saying is that we are going into a time of where it is going to be imperative for not only people to know how to think, but more importantly, what to think about, right? And that what to think about is, how can I drive myself forward financially, sustaining, while also being fulfilled by my passions and purpose, right? A balanced lifestyle, right? Because being rich is a great thing. Being rich is a great thing. Every human being deserves to be abundantly rich, financially, abundantly rich, spiritually, abundantly rich, emotionally, right? But when one thing is off and your energies are not aligned, you're not connecting the flows for that to happen, right? So it's, before you can even get to a sales funnel, if you're on this webinar, and a sales funnel is prime when you're having repeated, automated, constant growth on your passion and purpose, because then you're having exponential growth on love, right? And when you're doing that, how could you not? How can money not be brought into your business, right? So depending on where you are in your business, you might be at the level to set up your funnel today, right? Like we're ready to do, because we've had all this simmering for quite some time. But even just this value being in of a whole nother webinar, how do you get it simmering? How do even before that, before you get it simmering, how do you create something that would do a simmer in the first place? All different things that we can break down and help you towards. So, we have a lot of great things, a lot of value, and that's a step we're on. That's a step we're on. Is now it's like, here's the skeleton, here's this. Where do we plug it in? Where do we plug it in? That's like when we press the button, it's automation of love, automation of inspiration. It's an automation of turn the light on in your head, elevate your mind to elevate your life. That's what it is. Elevate your mind to elevate your life and leave normal behind.
Absolutely.
Right, so that's us.
Oh my God. Don't get my laughing. Like, I'm not laughing at you at all. I'm laughing because, oh my Jesus, God. Are you serious? You watched some of my videos, or none of them, or like maybe a snippet here and there, or just looked at some of
I'm
my
gonna be honest, I watched like 30 seconds of one, of like something like 2 days ago when I first came on your page.
Because I would say, I don't know, maybe 100% of what you said right there is exactly what I say, all like on a daily basis. I'm not joking. And the folks that have followed me right now probably know, and you're probably saying, "Oh my God, Angel just scripted that whole dang thing." I'm like, I was about to say, God, this is not scripted at all, and that's why I'm laughing my ass
from
off.
the heart, guys. So
Funny.
what's so powerful is this connection of the minds, guys. The internet is allowing for this connection of like-minded thinking people, and to be on the cusp of this entrepreneurship movement, you need to be utilizing these webinars. You need to be having mastermind hangouts with people in other states, in other countries. You need to be challenging yourself. You need to be putting yourself around other people that make you uncomfortable. You need to be putting yourself around other people that have that what you don't know, right? Everybody can be a mentor. Anyone is a mentor in something. Why? Because everybody knows something of value that you don't know. And most importantly, a mentor doesn't teach you the things that you don't know, right? Because you can go look on the internet. In this information age, ignorance is a choice. If you don't know it, being ignorant is a choice. We have it. The internet's right here. You can find anything on the internet. But what it comes down to is that if you're not actively, using this information, fuck, I totally.
You were on the mentor. What?
Oh, mentor.
That's awesome.
So the mentor doesn't teach you what you don't know. Like I said, in the internet economy, in the internet age, the don't know is on you. But a mentor teaches you the things that you don't know. You need to know about, right? And that's the whole thing of a mastermind. It's the who you know and what they know that you don't even know you should be thinking about. Right? Because that's how you build a successful team. That's how, you don't make mistakes. You leverage off other people's mistakes and other people's willingness to share information, right? And the second thing on that is, oh, Rob, well, that sounds like I'm kind of always using somebody. That doesn't sound genuine to me. That sounds like I'm just connecting with somebody to use them. And this is my response, right? You lose that guilt when you realize that your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment, right? So think about it. You see something that is undervalued. You're a consumer. We live in a consumer economy. You're like, hell, yep, fuck yes. You know what I mean? Fuck yes, dude. Fuck it. Like, I want to buy this. This is great. And I'm going to pay my money. But now think of that as you, right? You're $100 stock. Makes sense. $100 stock. What's going to happen? You have people coming around into your reality that can afford $100, whether that's emotionally, spiritually, whether it's negative people, complainers, whatever it is, right? You take the time to now become a $1 million stock. Inherently, what now happens? You automatically lose all the $100 people because they can't afford that stock anymore. And what happens? You attract people that can now afford a $1 million stock and want a $1 million stock, right? If you want to learn how to be welcomed everywhere you go, what do? You become a person of overflowing value, where it's like, I don't care any monetary payment because I'm always giving more value than I'm taking payment. That's how you're never feeling silly. That's how you're never pushy. That's how you're never saying, oh, well, I'm taking this. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. or Mrs. for flying me out to your private island. Oh, I'm sorry for like you wanting to invest millions of dollars into this idea. Oh, I'm sorry, for you wanting to pay $5,000, $3,000, $2,000 for a webinar. Oh, I'm sorry. No. They are doing that if you become a person of value and therefore deserve it, right? Like I said, it's people are expecting the offer in your life. And the offer can be $0, thousands of dollars. In terms of the offer for friendship, which is the most important offer, is the relationship, right? How to win friends and influence people. As a basic entrepreneur book. If you haven't read it, you need to read it, right? And what is it? How to win friends and influence people. It's not how to influence people and win friends. Why? Because you can only influence your friends. How to win friends and influence people, right? Because winning friends is the first part, right? Because up until that point of the connection is made, it's always a business relationship. It's always, no one wants to show their cards, right? There's no transparency. Right? In this new connection economy, being transparent, being open, being honest is essential. So, just more value, guys, off the top for you guys in terms of, information acquiring and team building. And more so understanding, guys, the mentorship ability of realizing everyone is a mentor, guys. These mastermind hangouts, set aside an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Start doing things different. Start doing things that a $50 stock is not doing. Become a $60 stock. Become a $70 stock, $80 stock. You're not going to go from 100 to a million in a day. But what you can do is go from 100 to 150 in a day. I guarantee you that. And I guarantee you that when you're a $100 stock and now you're a $350 stock, I guarantee you're going to lose some $100 people. You might still have people that were paying for $100 that can still afford $350 that are still giving you some negativity. But when you get to 1,000, I guarantee you'll lose some of those people. Maybe then you'll still get to some people that were at 350 and now they can afford 1,000. But when you get to a certain level, monetary inherent value, negative people literally cannot afford you. Negative people do not come into your reality, right? Your life is automated, systemized on abundance, love, and happiness. When you inherently decide that I'm always going to give more value than I take in payment, because now you become a giving being. And by giving more, you receive more, and all your relationships, therefore, produce more, right? And abundance is what we're after.
That's absolutely crazy. Remember I said I wasn't going to take notes or whatever because whatever you'd send me some notes and all that, but no, I had to write something down. That's top secret though.
Yeah.
No, just things to jog my mind. And that was amazing. Oh my
Thanks, man.
God. That was a mixture of the stuff that I teach myself personally, business-wise, spiritual-wise, and a great deal of mixture of I just learned a heck of a lot from what you shared there. I swear to God, like you it's good your analogy about the you don't know what you don't know of what you should know.
Yeah.
That analogy you had there. On my side of things, and it's a flip. Remember, everything's a duality, but it's a flip side, or it's just kind of a different version of that. What's the one that I usually go to? Something along the lines of, you actually know, you actually know everything you need to know.
Yeah.
The mentor's just there to remind you.
Yeah.
I love that one too.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a flip side, or like just a different angle
Oh, yeah.
of what you said. Because if you say what you say and just take it as the whole encompassing,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, that's what we know anyways.
Yeah.
And a mentor is either there to say you only know this much right now, and maybe implementing maybe this much, but there's this much that you kind of need to know, you know. The mentor points you into that direction. Do that stuff, and then you grow this big. And or we come in this reality here as, you know, little kitty babies and stuff, and then we just kind of we know everything. And as we grow older, like we get bombarded with this, that, the other thing, you know, this dogma and that mindset and that methodology. So we get compartmentalized as we go and grow older, like just through your adolescence, your teens, your 20s, or whatever, as you go along. And then if you come into a spiritual practice or something that you want to learn from, and like, okay, I got to learn some stuff. But really, if we are all one, which we are, but we come in here and we just know everything anyways, and then we get bombarded with stuff, the mentor's just there to say, hey, let's just take some of this stuff away. Let's sweep that aside. And hey, check it out. You know a lot of stuff, don't you? And then it's like, oh yeah, I do. And honestly, that to me is it's one of the definitions of what wisdom is. That's wisdom. It's just like uncovering the stuff that you already know and remembering it. And then you're just like wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So God dang it, guys. You're
Mhm.
blowing my mind away. I don't even know where to start. We have begun. No, the thing is, okay, there's all this info on the table. Um, okay, just because we did hit the record button, and so we are kind of on like the
I feel like at times I feel like what's holding me back is the record button.
it's okay,
Because
yeah,
I'm like because I'm like, guys, like we either keep recording and we get into some real time insider inside material that is like costs thousands of dollars, or we just say, you know what, here's the leading up to this, and you know what, maybe if you want to find out what we talked about, you subscribe to our next webinar. You
That's
know,
why,
because
honestly,
like
guys, this has never been done before.
right,
Because it's funny. Like, look at the smiles on our faces. Because I know that's what I can see you too. You're like, wait a second. If I say one more,
seriously, like, I just
they're gonna like that's like $10,000 or like no. But see, that's what we're talking about here. It's called like moving the free line. So it's like, what do you have to offer for free? And as Uncle Frank Kern, he always says, like, just lead with your best stuff forward, free. I even learned this from Jonathan Budd too. Move that free line all the way to that edge. And then it's like, oh my God, if this is the free stuff, what is that $1,000 webinar, or what is that $1,000 training program gonna be? It's gotta be mind blowing.
yeah.
And we're not like joking here. It is. Or the really I'm not okay. Everybody's a marketer. Everybody's doing stuff and whatever. And it's just the way you do this. So I'm gonna be honest. There's some shady people that do move the free line, give away everything for free. You pay that $1,000 and there's nothing in the back. You're paying this $1,000 for, wait a second, you know, then you have that what the hell feeling. But no, not on our side. Like I've paid for stuff like that where it's like, are you kidding me? Like there's nothing back here. Like sure they gave away all this wicked stuff for free. I was all jacked up, ready to go, and there still isn't any, not even an action step to put into action of what you just learned. You know, nothing. Just like all of it rehashed in just another form or something. And like I know that's what we talk about, like rehashing and repurposing stuff. But by God, just don't like leave anyone who paid you a large sum of money to come in there and then have that. It's been done. You guys have paid for training programs, and it's just like, are you kidding me? There's nothing here. Anyways, so what I'm just saying is, yeah, there's nuggets on our side. What we're gonna provide for everybody, like and what I want you guys, and here's the training, and here's like the whatever. Yeah, do exactly what we did there, right? Like you just gave away like a stink load of amazing knowledge, of which, yeah, we're gonna slicey dicey all that and repurpose that for its purpose, guys. People watching at home, whatever. This is what you do. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is busted open, authentic, and this is how it's done.
This is the
Okay.
process of how it's done,
Yeah,
guys.
it's the process of the process, giving you the process of a we're
Yeah.
doing a lot of paradoxes and a lot of like repeating things, but if you think about it, you just have to slice a little slice of what we have in any niche, in any style, spirituality, business building, self-development, partying, pickup chicks, music, whatever. You just take your scope and you okay, here's a little box, and then that's where this funnel comes into play. Then you know where to target it. Okay, let's get into the targeting. Let's get into the nuts and bolts, okay? We put a lot of stuff on the table, and let's see what's going on here. And we'll use your stuff as an example. And yes, I will censor what needs to be censored. And because we know that this is live broadcast, we are going to be, we are open and authentic. But like one of my mentors said, for your eyes only. God dang it, his girlfriend's so hot, and this is his one little marketing campaign. He has her just at the store. They live down in, okay, censored. They live like in a paradise island, honestly, like down south, and they're in a shop, like a nice beautiful boutique, and she's buying a new sundress, and like he took a picture of her and she's like smoking hot. And then his post on Facebook, again, I'll give you guys more of a psychology and stuff behind the post, but the idea behind the post is like, okay guys, this is what I get to go home, like whatever, here's your freebie, take a look at take a look at Samantha, for example, but this is what I get to go home to tonight, whatever, imagination, quote quote quote, dot dot dot, you put these kind of weird things there. And then he's like, okay, to you internet marketers out there, exactly what did I do there? I gave you a little bit, or I gave you a lot of what I get to experience tonight, right? For example. And he goes, but you always leave, you always leave some of the little biddies on, because she had her dress up and, very revealing and stuff. He goes, but for my eyes only, because I paid, quote unquote paid, meaning like their boyfriend, girlfriend now, and obviously that it looks like they're gonna get, he goes, I put in the time, money, and energy to better myself, to increase my value, not only like spiritually and romantically and whatever for her, but he's like, in my business, because I wanted to impress her, because I was observing her from afar and she was so goddamn gorgeous that I had to do something to get in touch with this person, right? So look at what he did. He hustled. He put like time, money, energy into his business. He did his payment. There's always a transfer of payments, sort of say, right? What did the? It's I'm gonna. Oh, it's right on the tip of my. It's we become what we think about, and the exact saying is off in reach right now, but it's the fact that there has to be put in the time. It's something about putting in the time. It means there has to be an exchange of something in order to get something. Like, I'll just use straight up language. In order to get something in life, business, whatever, you must put in something. Meaning, hey, I need training. You either learn it on your own, meaning you using time and resources of internet, computer, whatever, or going to the library, or you pay for it, hey, that's a $50 course, that's a $90 course, that's 100,000, etc. You have to put something in order to get something out, no matter what. And then what you guys were saying earlier, hopefully that what you are putting in is of certain cash value, of etc. But then the value, like the value that you get out of it, is way more higher level, shall we say. But anyways, that was his quick little marketing thing. He was just like saying, for your eyes only. The little biddies are for me because I put in the payment. He did. He put in like 2, 3, 4, 5 years of like, blood, sweat, and tears. And guess what? Now he's living down south with like one of the most hottest internet marketing chicks out there. Okay. Anyways, that's just one thing on that aspect. I kind of mixed in a lot of things. So I thought a lot of things there. What I'm just saying is, yeah, let's get down to the nitty gritty. We'll do like whatever, 20, 30 minutes of like a brainstorming and what I can offer you guys. And as far as what you've let me know so far of what your projects are, perhaps we'll just we'll kind of do a higher level as an example. And then with this higher level example, what you guys can do is take the theory, because you said, hey, Angel, how do you do? Step 1, 2, 3. How does this work? How does that work? How does it go together? And then, you know, me and Joel, or, you know, Joel and Rob, whatever, we can go and do it on our own, or we'll get you to help us on the first one. And then we can apply it to our other projects. And obviously, we're going to use this system to apply to our grander projects. Okay. So let's like that's what I'm saying. I'll offer this for the viewers at home as we're doing this. It is still open and authentic. Anything can happen. I might even bust out a song because tonight I wanted to do. I wanted like one of my daily or weekly practices now that I am practicing for my world tour. As far as musicianship and getting my record out and getting my music out into the world and touring that record, it's a big undertaking because I've never done it on my own. Like I'm gonna have help obviously, but as a solo artist, and it won't even be me as a solo artist. For the most part, it will, but I will enlist people, whoever. That's part of the whole thing too. I'm gonna visit cities that I have friends in that are musicians, so that we collaborate right now on the fly, creating songs that we are going to perform as I go out on tour. That's huge, eh? No one has done that. And I'm going to record as I go on tour in the hotel rooms, in the hostels, in the executive suites, on the patios, on the beaches, in the cafes, busking on the street. I'm going to record it all. And then it's going to be super documentary of how it's done. Anyways, that's just one big thing I'm doing. Tonight, actually, on Friday nights, I always want to do like a performance of some sort, just because to get me get my body, as right now I'm not performing live in the community. I want to get my body accustomed to performing on Fridays and Saturday nights. That's a weird thing, but it's something that I just kind of not thought of. But I'm saying, like, if you, and plus another thing I'm going to be doing is going to Costa Rica and learning how to surf, taking yoga and GoPro also. That's called schooloftheworld.org, guys. Write that down, schooloftheworld.org. God dang it. Join me June 21st this year. If you're, I don't know, if you're free, even if you come for like a week or two, Costa Rica, we're going to learn how to surf. But even on that aspect, what I'm doing now when I'm walking Lila, I'm consciously thinking of, I got to surf in like 2 to 3 months time. I got to jump on a surfboard and start going, because it's something I wanted to learn anyways. What I'm going to be doing, like when I take my doggy out for the walks, I go up inclines. I run with her. I go into the forest, and there's like a lot of foresty areas with a lot of like ups and downs and everything. I run them. You know, I tie up Leela, just let her, you know, she spazzes out. But then I do my own training. Who needs to go to a gym when you had a natural gym, a jungle gym across the street that I could do chin-ups, pull-ups, squats, whatever I want, and I can go into the forest and jump around like the trees and do the inclines and everything. Honestly, I'm going to be a fit machine, human machine, spiritual human machine by the time I get down to Costa Rica. Also, I got a longboard, and the weather's getting nice now, so I'm just going to be doing a lot of longboarding to get my balance straight, physical balance straight. So that's a couple of things that I'm incorporating in my life right now, as far as what am I going to be doing 2, 3, 4 months down the road, and for the rest of my life for that matter. I want to surf for the rest of my life. So I want to perform on Fridays and Saturday nights, because I know once I start traveling, I'm going to be performing on Fridays and Saturday nights. And I want to get into the best physical shape, possible for surfing, at least for surfing, and because I'm going to be doing a lot of hiking and like going up mountains and visiting the temples of the world and all that kind of stuff. So that's just a little bit of snippet of what, on the physical side of things, guys, of what I'm doing to better myself, to progress, and to envision what I'm going to be doing in the future, and saying physically, what do I need to do? Like, I got to start eating better. I got to start, like, you know, working out and getting in better shape, getting better respiratory shape. It's been just a long, drizzly, like, winter, and so I just got to, like, stretch out and get going in that aspect. So that's on that side. Pretty cool, eh? You guys work out and stuff? Like you look pretty
Yeah, so
fit. You guys are like,
yeah.
do you have a regiment that you guys do, or?
Yeah, dude. So
Do that again. It didn't go on the film there.
he goes, I'm actually I'm really starting to get into calisthenics, like bars, like a lot of pull-ups, push-ups, bodyweight stuff, just because in my terms, awakening, spiritual development is, I'm sensing I just want to be a master of my own body weight, if that makes sense. You know, I just want to be as, you know, and that's why
Parkour is good too.
yeah. And so I really am starting to get into like pull-ups, like a lot of ab work, core work, push-ups, squats, stuff that's just going to make me faster, you know, make me more agile, make me look more shredded than I do. But yeah.
And around last
yeah.
year at this time, I was probably around 270 pounds. Now I'm down
Your
to
muscle?
now. I was fat, 270 pounds fat, and like there was I had muscle.
First team All State lineman.
Yeah, I was just playing lineman. I was playing I still playing football. I was playing nose guard actually, and so you had to be really heavy. But now I only weigh like about 190, and I feel great. And that just was a lot of eating healthy. And not so much working out, but I was actually in Costa Rica. It's funny you mentioned Costa Rica. I was in Costa Rica for 2 months over the summer, building a computer room in a library in a really rural community, coffee farming community. And I was working on a project building a library there, and the college had actually gave us some laptops, and so we actually constructed the whole room over the 2 months. But it's not as easy. There's no like Home Depots or like Geek Squad in Costa Rica. So there's like a lot of the stuff was us doing it on our own. And so it was an amazing experience. I lost 20 pounds over there too, just eating healthier and like eating natural fruits and vegetables. It was amazing. But yeah, Costa Rica's awesome.
Awesome, man. That's see. Again, you didn't really know my kind of vision of like the Tau Life Tribe Cafe and like building cafes to teach like little kids and to teach anyone who's coming by about all the stuff that we're talking about: technology, marketing, design, music, art, whatever, working out. Sumi wants to do the animal shelter. That's so beautiful. I'm so on board with her to do that, like an animal shelter and farming and stuff like that, right? You kind of knew about that or whatever, right? Like
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. I think yesterday you might have mentioned a little bit about the cafes, but I didn't know the other part. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and I didn't know that you went down. Like I knew you went to Costa Rica. Like Rob mentioned it briefly, but I didn't know it was for to like build help with a library and all that, like with the computer room.
Yeah, and I was actually teaching English in the middle school and the high school too. So and to the adults in the town. So like, it was a good experience, man. It changed my life.
Did you surf?
Yeah, we definitely should go and surf, dude. I'd be so down. We snowboard already too, so.
Okay, yeah, snowboarding's cool. We should go to Vermont then, like next winter.
Yeah.
Vermont would be fun to go to. Yeah, so okay, like I don't know, like I know you're taking tangents, but I don't know. We're gonna snippy clippy all of this anyways, or then we'll sell the special DVD edition where it's like the uncut and whatever.
Extra clips.
Can I, hey Joel?
Yeah.
The bracelet you have, what colors is on that bracelet? Is it like this?
Oh, this one. This one?
Oh, what color? Oh, blue.
This is actually this is the Colombian flag bracelet.
Colombian, okay.
Yeah, but I had one similar to that, and then this is just a watch.
Okay, yeah. No, that's cool. I was wondering about the Colombian flag one because I was like, if those are the Rasta colors, this is too much. Like,
dude, I had the Rasta colors, but it broke.
Yeah. This one's on about to break, and there's like some other ones that are.
I had it, man.
These are the current ones that I'm.
Like I wear them all the time in the shower, in the gym, everything.
Yeah. That's the way they are though. Like you put them on these kind of bracelets like this. I say you put them on till they fall off, and then that's what they're there for. To remind you a little bit of something here and there, and then whatever. If something falls off, then it falls off. Anyways, okay, so you guys want like a rundown of what I got out my book. I'll get you guys, like I'll either make a guide or we'll do another session because I like this idea of what we're doing right now. And it's kind of going as far as like, yeah, we'll give an overview. It could get somewhat technical but somewhat overview wise, even for the people at home and just for our sakes right here, just so you guys know a simple structure. This is really the simple structure. I learned this from Amish Shah. I've been on his list for like 4 years, or yeah, 4 or 5 years. He's the one that I don't know if I was talking to you about it or like on my other webinar. He took a break from internet marketing. I'll send you some videos. He has a good story. Anyways, well, yeah, I'll send you a story. It's easier. Long story short, I've been on his list for like 4 years. He he took a break for a year or so, or even more. I was on his list. I got wicked content from him like all this time. Then he disappeared. I'm like, okay, that stuff happens. I've done it. Everybody's done it. Uh, taking a break. He comes back online end of last year. He sends an email out. It's like about this tribe building stuff. And I was like, my God, I'm just like learning. I'm just building my own tribe. This is cool, and it was exactly what I needed at that time. So I learned from him, long story short, I was kind of in his course, but not in his course. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. Anyways, I do have like the information and he taught me, and he's helped me along the last couple months of this tribe building, of which I've already been building my tribe, but it's kind of formulated. And I think this system, the tribe building system, alongside our funnel style system, our high-end webinar style, and all the other mini funnels that we got going anyways, is essentially what you guys need the most, or like what will apply to your projects. Because first of all, the tribe building system matches exactly what you guys are talking about to a T. On top of it all, because you guys are young entrepreneurs and like in a demographic that is, for all intents and purposes, like super cool and hip at these days, right? You're just like beginning of your 20s, and you guys are going to be kicking ass for the next 20 years, honestly. 20, 30, like for the rest of your life. But for this chunk of time is very important, consciously, and because of the age group that you guys are in. It's very dynamic, and it's very potential, shall I say. You guys are jacked with testosterone, and like guys, and girls are jacked with like, oh my God, like let's, just to cut it short, you're in your prime of like saying, hey, I'm the hottest, I'm wicked, there's so much in life that we need to do. You're jacked with energy, shall I say, like super sexual energy, super creative energy, super like loving energy. You're finding relationships, you're breaking up, you're falling in love, you're getting into like whatever, rock and roll, drugs, partying. You're just all like you are in the energy of creation, if you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, totally.
So there's something very special about what you guys are talking about, and the time that we're doing here, and the stuff that I know, and this tribe building stuff, of which you could think of the tribe building as like the community based, not necessarily even, hey, we're marketing and we're selling to everybody. Okay, that's more of like, say, that webinar style. Sure, that's what it's designed for. It's a funnel. All is a funnel is you getting traffic or customers, you get them, you give them value, and you sell stuff to them. Okay, so if you think of this high-end webinar style funnel, the stuff that I'm showing you, like the Rock Your Profit stuff, right, that you watched yesterday,
Yeah.
and then you take this tribe building style that I learned, and that I'm currently using, and what I'm going to teach you, because I think your projects are so perfect for this. When you meld them together, it's exactly what you're looking for. You have all this innovative, hip, sexy, in the now rock and roll style, like let's hit them hard products, shall we say, with the models, with the with the working out, with the wanting to be fit, ripped, and just being like the best version of yourself. Okay, you have all this mindset, this stuff that you want, and that you're packaging, and you're gonna sell. You think of them as just little tribes. Think of it as one huge tribe, and then the webinar stuff that I'm gonna show you here on the technical side will push button make it a lot easier to sell, quote unquote. You're not selling, you're sharing information. And then yes, we will sell in the background, selling your products, ideas, creativity, and everything you got. Pretty cool. Makes sense, right? Okay, yeah. So it's really a good meld of what I've learned, what I've implemented. I've implemented the smaller systems those are easy, okay? The smaller and intermediate style systems, that's no problem. We'll get you going on those. Even like I said, if you, depending on where you are right now, and you told me like what range you're in, I know which system to just get you going.
Yeah, dude, just like start doing some money creation.
Yeah. We'll yeah.
Simmer, just making the simmer a little hotter, like we talked about. Time to just turn it up.
So what I see, like I said earlier, I think before we came on, like hit the broadcast button or whatever, it doesn't matter. You, Rob, you know, how do you say your name? Fajardo?
Fajardo,
okay. And Joel there.
Campo.
Joel, yeah. Okay, so am I on your Facebook yet, Joel?
No, I gotta add you, bro.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, we'll do that later. And all I'm saying is, personally, the seed. Remember, let's follow it. The seed. You need just even your personal fan page, and or like just somewhat of a marketing style presentation fan page. I would say at least one fan page. You need a fan page. So in my example, remember I have like facebook.com/Angel Valenciano. That's my personal news feed. That's my personal Facebook. Okay, that's good to have because that's your just connection, personal connection to everyone. Then I have angelvalenciano.com/ like say facebook.com/angelvalenciano1. Okay, I named that number one, just it was the easiest one to take. Now that's just a fan page that I can, it just has simple stuff on it right now. Like it's called like living life, keep it simple and living life or whatever. That's I just made it super simple. It's a picture of me, it's a picture of a Jedi, and that's all we're doing. We're just Jedis walking the Spirit Warrior's path. That I just have that. I can switch it on to be in marketing. I can switch it on to be a music site. I can switch it to be anything I want. Right now, I just wanted it to be a very simple site, just so I have a Facebook fan page out there. Right. And honestly, organically, it has grown. I don't do any promotion for it. And so it has grown. It has just grown to 75, 70, whatever, 100, some odd like likes already. I don't even point a finger at it.
I'm check my thing now because I've actually been getting notifications like, oh, right here.
Yeah, you.
I'll tell you real quick.
Are you looking for?
I've never promoted my stuff either. I need to go to my insights. Right.
Okay, as you're looking that up, I'm just saying. Okay, so your personal profile page and then a fan page. Now, I also have Tao Life Tribe fan page. That's more of a community based, right? Still selling nothing. It's not selling. Then I have Rude Boy Marketing fan page. Okay, of course we sell there because it's marketing. We want to sell like systems, programs. We give a lot of value there too, marketing value. So see, that's more of the technical. So look at right away. I have a personal, you know, this is my life kind of fan page, Angel Valenciano 1. Then I have Rude Boy. Yeah, whatever. We'll go with Rude Boy. We have Rude Boy Marketing fan page, and that's just there to show, like, to be freely out there. You know, I'm not selling anything. I'm not asking for any opt-ins. I'm not asking for, like, here, buy my stuff, anything like that. It's just there so I can, one, I can give out updates to people on, like, when our webinars, our free webinars, whenever there's, like, a simple guide that I'm giving out, or a simple tactic, or a new video, or hey, whatever. Maybe we'll slicey dicey this and say, this 5-minute clip is like a Rude Boy Marketing style tactic or method that we want, whatever. So right away, there's a marketing style. So it's very systematic and very like, hey, I'm marketing online. That Rude Boy Marketing, those guys are pretty good. And on top of it all, like I said, it's not an official quote unquote company at this point in the game, but in the next month it will be. It will be registered here in Canada and in the United States, and I'm gonna look into how to make it worldwide. Or I don't know the ins and outs of that just yet. But anyways, then I have the Tao Life Tribe fan page, which is more community based. It's more relaxed. It's more like marketing does get sprinkled in there because it's still the voice of saying, hey, we want our message out there. It's not, we're just not a community of hippies just like sitting on our, like smoking 420 and just wanting to like do this, that, and the other thing and just getting by. No, it's about innovative, you know, innovative forward thinkers, hippies shall you want. It doesn't matter. I don't know, rock and rollers, musicians, artists, everybody under the sun, marketers, business people, entrepreneurs, but more relaxed. It's not more salesman-y, nothing. No. Again, it's just sharing ideas. I just share clips of my stuff that I shoot myself, stuff that I find on the online, videos, mentors that I'm watching. I sprinkle in some marketing knowledge in there, like, hey guys, if you're a musician and you want a quick way to, attract 10,000 fans to your new free downloaded iTunes, song, that's on a quick note. You could just write a song for free, put it on iTunes, have it as a quick download. Hello. Put your name and email in the box to get your free download. Okay, so that's just a little tidbit of a way of collecting emails right off the bat, right there, guys. Anyways, so there's kind of 3 different fan pages. So the generality here is make a fan page. No ifs, ands, or buts. This is the nuts and bolts of things. Don't go and make a MySpace page. You can
why fan page? And why? What does a fan page do? Like, why not just direct them towards your personal?
Okay, because first with the personal one, it's all about algorithms. The personal one is just as important as the fan page. The fan page is more open. It's more welcoming.
Okay.
Okay? Watch this. And it's more algorithm wise, and won't get into like super technical. I'll just use terminology like this. More algorithm wise, meaning Google, YouTube, and Facebook itself have algorithms of why things bubble up to the top. Why are things searched better, right? Why are things getting more attraction? And I can do a post of like, hey, here's my cat. If I do it smart, and it could get into the millions. Like, well, I haven't physically done this, but I know of how to do this. It could get into the million hits. And it's like, what? He just posted about his cat, but it's in the millions. How did he do that? Okay, there's just magic. I'm just saying there's algorithms that we know that we can do, that Facebook is using and Google's using, that with the social
what information is getting the most.
Yeah, 5 years ago, 5, 6, 7, whether in the back of the dawn of time, the algorithm was such that if you could just make keywords on Google, like, hey, how to walk your dog and not have them bark at the other dog, keyword, put that in Google, make a video of it, make an ebook, etc., etc. It bubbles up. People go search online. They find it. They opt into your box. You sell them a $5 thing. 10,000 people find that thing online. You just made 50,000 bucks, etc. See how easy that is?
I think now the algorithm is authority,
Social.
right? It's creating authority and backlinks, and so they say, oh, Rob Pardo's posting on this. His content is this. He's getting this likes. Now he also has a fan page that's receiving this because the algorithms know.
The algorithm changes. The algorithm is like a moving target, and that's okay. Guess what? We are ninjaneers. We know exactly what to do because we jump 5 steps ahead of that too, and or we hook up with the people that know where it's going. Right. Guys, we are on the cutting edge. I'm not gonna lie. The stuff that I'm learning from Amish Shah, he knows how to get. I'm gonna lay it on the line. How to get free traffic from insert here. You need to opt into our list to get that one. No, he knows how to get free traffic, honestly, from mobile style stuff. Mobile and ebooks and like Kindle, like podcasting, Kindle. It's just different media that we're actually podcasting and ebooks And things like that are the things of the past in a weird way, but it's just because we're adding this mobile aspect to things where everybody is on their mobile device, be it the 5-year-old kid who wants to download a video game or their next plug-in to the, or their next cheat for their Xbox, etc., whatever, all the way up to Granny Smith, who's like, I want to get in touch with my, my granddaughter who's out in Thailand, and if I am on my iPad and I just download a et cetera, et cetera. You know where I'm going at. Everybody and their mother, to a certain extent, is on mobile device, be it cell phone, be it whatever, be it even laptop or whatever, and still people are on hardcore like desktop style stuff. So whatever, we're not discriminating against anything, but I'm just saying mobile marketing and what you said there, social engagement and getting your
it's gonna be the
that's the algorithm. Yeah, that's why the fan page. Okay, I'm just gonna cut to the chase here and give the super duper thing here. As the algorithm goes right now, fan pages are the easiest because they're open. Everybody's clicky happy anyways. Okay, you put a post on, if you put a post on your Facebook personal page, not everybody sees it just because the algorithm is this, that, and the other thing, and people have it set to, oh, if I like it, I don't want to be notified. If I do this, that, whatever, you know what I mean? Okay, that's on the personal page. I know because I've done tests. I test out links on my personal page, then I test out links on my fan page, and I get more engagement in the fan page. I test out single line like posts on my personal page, etc. on my fan page. I just test different things, but it's already been tested anyways through the masters who have done this. Now the fan page. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the fan page is the easiest. It's open. It's very open. Everybody is clicky happy. If a fan page, and plus, I'm gonna just cut to the chase now. With a fan page, and you can boost your posts on your personal page anyways, but on the fan page, you can do the boost. On the fan page, you can easily do the what's it called? The pay-per-click advertising. You could do the Facebook advertising. And again, guys, I'll get into the more nitty-gritty when we go off the air. And okay, I'm giving an overview so everybody knows what's going on at a systematic level here too, kind of an object-oriented looking level here. The fan page is very susceptible to, you can have the call to action button in your fan page, meaning right on your fan page, right beside the like button, right to the left of it, there's a call to action, meaning you can call to action, they can click it, and it could be a welcoming video. It could be a capture page, a video and a capture page. It could be your free download right off the bat. If you're a musician, hey, grab my free download, call to action button, hey, click it and you get the download automatically. Or click it, opt in and get the download. Or click it and hey, here's 99 cents, pay for the download. See where I'm getting at? There's different styles there, but it's an option with the fan page. I was going to get into the Facebook pay-per-clicking, like the advertising. So yeah, even with $5 a day or less, or a 10, 20, 25, $50 budget over a 2-3 week span, or maybe a month span, or even whatever. I'm just throwing out values there that are very much attainable and what people are using. Even with, I'll just go with this one, even with a $5 a day, $5 a day budget on Facebook, boosting your posts and or doing the pay-per-click advertising. Now the advertising is I'm going to say it's very dangerous. If you suck at it, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to, essentially it's okay to blow like say $20 and just oh man, I got nothing out of it, but that's $20 down the drain. That's okay. But if you're going to spend like the 100, the 500 that people do, like hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars advertising, do you recognize like the similar advertising that's on your Facebook over and over and over and over again? That's because they're targeted to you and what you've browsed on your website and on your mobile devices and on your laptop and everything. All the cookies and cache are saved and sent over to Uncle Facebook and they know. And then we as marketers can take this data, target, and say, hey, you know what? This is it. And this is the applicable stuff, guys. Regardless of what we set up your Facebook to be in just yet, we're going to target it. Okay, we're going to do targeting, set up targeted stuff for your projects, shall we say?
Mhm.
But I'm just going to start off right here. We can demographic, for example, depending uh, because of what you guys told me about your projects here. What if we target like, hey, hipsters, or you wicked ass cool people, party hardy people, whatever, I'm just using terminology here, that are in the, let's get even super specific. Hey, you college, hey, you college folks out there, you partiers, or you whatever, you people that are looking for a better way of life. What are you going to do with your college degree? Things like this. Or that you can leverage the knowledge that you're getting here. Or hey, straight up, you're the partiers of the day, whatever. We can just like say, let me just think here. Like have a like whatever. What's your one thing called? Let's just get straight up and honest here. What's the one about
Behind.
the what one?
Leave normal behind.
Leave normal behind. Right away. Do you have a Leave Normal Behind Facebook page already or no? Fan page? Okay. So write it down. You're gonna make one. You're gonna brand it. All the domain names that you have right now, guys, scoop up the fan pages. You want to brand them right away. Even if they're sitting there idle for now, make a fan page of all the domains you have. You got it? Is there a role model fan page?
No.
Okay, again, what's the domain name, exact domain name?
Rolemodelclub.com.
Okay, so role model club fan page. As best as possible, get it so that it's in the title or whatever. You know how to make fan pages, I guess, right? Like it's either going to be a non-profit organization, a community, an organization, a marketing, whatever. Just pick what suits. I think you can change it anyways, but pick
it
what
doesn't do anything
suits.
to the algorithm, or it does probably.
It does, yes, but in the meantime, and I think you can change it. I hope you can change it. You can change it. You got to be able to change like what it is. I just want you guys to scoop it up and get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we learned this the other day. Like Travis and we talked about a crazy domain name, and we thought that no one's ever gonna get it. He checked 5 minutes later, and it was taken. And he goes, Angel, did you take that domain name we were talking about? I go, no. I just kind of left. I wrote it down, but I didn't take it. He goes, it's taken. I'm like, we just checked 5 minutes ago. It wasn't taken, and it was so unique.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
dude, something like that happened to me too.
so any kind of things, straight up off the bat, even your name, even Rob Fajardo .com and whatever. When you can get the funding, get the domain name.
No, I have the domain.
Yeah, of your name.com, like you straight up.com. Okay, good. Same with you, sorry, Joel. Get your name.com. It's the most important thing ever, because if everything goes down the tubes, you're still Rob Fajardo, and nothing's gonna stop that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that's why we're building on you, but we're also I'm giving you insights on how to build your tribe, your community. Then we'll build on the business side of the Rude Boy marketing style of stuff. That's it. That's what I do. I have my personal stuff, I have my tribe stuff, and I have more business stuff. I don't know about you, but that's all you need in this world. Then I have my music and art stuff, but whatever. That all gets kind of mixed in the mix anyways. Anyways, so Facebook fan page. The algorithm is more conducive to fan pages rather than your personal page, okay? So just as an example, the leave normal behind, was it? As an example and an overview, it is all about like, it's similar to my vision too, the artist of life, right? It's just like being entrepreneurs, visionaries, wanting to be business minded and wanting to
We gotta leave normal behind.
Yes, speaking your own truth and like leaving all that normal 9 to 5-ness all behind, right? Like that prepackaged stuff that they've been trying to sell us all along, and leaving all that behind and going forth and doing your own stuff, right? In this world. Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so, and is it profit or like, well, it doesn't matter for now.
I mean, it's a company.
It's a company. Okay, cool.
Yeah, like it's a company.
Yeah, I have my hope. I have the company.
Okay. And we'll get into the nitty-gritties of company and all that kind of stuff later, but we'll just use it as a guideline right now. Then leave normal behind, and we'll just have it as a community for now, okay? So just very welcoming, just a very community thing. You get me?
Yes.
And this is just example. So exactly, do and follow what I'm doing. Follow some other tribes. I'll show you other pages and stuff that I'm talking about, and we follow them and we use their blueprint. Okay, it's the same thing over and over. It's what we're teaching anyways. Get knowledge from the people that have walked the path before you and implement it. See the results for yourself. Then it gives you confidence in saying, this stuff works. I can go out and teach it now. This stuff works. I got these results from it. This stuff works. I made $1,000 sales. This stuff works. I'm confident in selling my $1,000 program to them. See how that works? Crap. Are you there? Oh no, we lost them. Okay, I'm gonna give these maybe. I don't know. That stuff was going good. Let's see. We'll take a break. This is we're on break right now, guys. we're gonna see if we're still connected to the internet. It looks like we lost connection there. You guys there? I don't think so. Oh. I'm gonna reconnect. I'm gonna see. Okay. Thank you very much for looking at these side of things. If this is recording, I'm gonna just go straight up on honest right now. Okay. Just got another biggie commish, guys. Anyways, peace, namaste. Thanks for staying on the line. If this is still recording, I'm gonna. Oh, we're shutting down huge. It looks like Wait, we're ninjaneers first and foremost, right? This is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna hop on here, and we are going to see if this works again. Is this going? Okay, you know what, guys? I'm gonna shut this down. Thank you very much. We're out of here. Hit the button.